Abusa for me mamu nyina kwa ba stronko eba we are for Ken TV din ba ko pe na meje so make woni me de share e wo ye TV channel ne so na mesra wo say wo be subscribe na wa share link no e de amayen ye news for yenra Abronye DC ho oye bono regional chairman ma MPP amanyoku say we betray ya papa okompre ko hene Agyapong sa asem ne ba ma kwa mu no ebi mu enya entase papa ne senti minsaka Mr Frank Adani e wo studio sa ode entremo eba na medeni de ma no akwaba Mr Frank Adani mesra wo ma wakwaba ba ye fidi kese so
make meje so
pacho bibia aboko de
oh nyankopon ne mo mpaibo
bibia ye fine
oh bibia ye fine pa
ya papa Abronye ye ka say will betray ya papa akompre ko hene Agyapong masasem no be getting it twisted usom say
oh we de make ma memfa nchia edikan ema we are for Ken TV ahwefo ne atifo na menchia eku a ye freyen we are for Ken worldwide na menchia ye papa Kennedy Kwame akompre ko Agyapong na dofo a ye wo Ghana ene wi ase nyina na megusu a hye mo bose ken ne ken ye papa Kennedy Agyapong will be the president of this country.
Amen.
Now enora ye am say 2 days ago na enora ye news about say ye nua Abronye DC Bono regional chairman abitray papa Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay.
Ba bebrina ncheda ase and mehwe the way na omusicha na omufi say Abronye DC a start ye campaign ema yura vice president Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia yese Abronye abitray ye papa Kennedy Agyapong ahwefo ne atiefo entesa ene ye ne mo asinkonwa a ye ba bekire die ntia Abronye abitray papa Kennedy Agyapong na ansa na meko ensem no so no ahwefo ne atiefo a mo tie nyina nim se first no na NPP presidential primaries MIA no se oka ye papa Kennedy Agyapong a na waka Abronye se oka Abronye a waka papa Kennedy Agyapong na obi a one papa Kennedy Agyapong hwebomu pa eye Abronye DC into the se ahwefo ne atiefo se yedi ntura wo de monka na ye started NPP presidential primaries no
good
Abronye before the NPP presidential primaries no Abronye ba bonten ebeka say NPP aban president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ode na ani ni yie ema no si su dua mpo say wanu ne ho say oye campaign ma president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo na onye campaign ma no bio da na obi bia president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo be support no so bia ni ho be ye campaign ama no nti ema no benya abufuo edema yura vice president Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia so nti na ye fi say de owo odosronko de my papa Kennedy Agyapong no NPP presidential primary no obeji aginam aye campaign soronko e de my papa Kennedy Agyapong but ye hu bi na me yenko emwa ye papa Kennedy Agyapong e de aboa ye nua Abronye se ahwefo ne atiefo bekaya Abronye DC enya issue bi ewo atebubu ma ye ko bro no producer Mr. Wo ho na wo de picture na to so bra na oda hospital ya bandage ne ho no yes picture ya wo hwe ye bra ye bro Abronye DC ya botro pa ya fada ni ya go ye sibam no pa na ye wie ye no party na ewo nipa wo mu MPP party no obi ani ho a ohu odwene Abronye DC ho ye papa Kennedy Agyapong nko a na o invite Abronye DC to Accra producer no so picture no ho afato so bra Abronye DC call ye papa Kennedy Agyapong ho we prade we hwe background na ye netu Ken City Media we hwe ne nsa na se bandage no kura e da so bona e wo ho and ye papa Kennedy Agyapong amfa Abronye ansi form ye papa Kennedy Agyapong hwe Abronye de se o hwe ni bia and also so anso hwa Abronye enya car accident Ghana he nyina nyame nko anka Abronye wu ne car no esama sorted several times man butu ye and so producer mesro na wo the picture no atoso na ahwefo ahwe accident we bae no MPP mpanimfo obia ni ho a ofi Abronye just ye papa Kennedy Kwame akompre ko Agyapong ono nko an na frɛ Abronye se Abronye beje car na mahu se wo car na wo use no enya accident enti brana beje because o ye party adwuma se party fo nhwe wa mekene di kwa me compare kwa Japan mehwe wo e ma papa kana Japan de car no e che Abronye brand new car se onfanya adwuma eno so producer na wo de ato screen no so na ahwefo ahu. And apart from that Abronye ba ne 2 eba Oman FM ba be ye program. And there are many things no dey mean to me emwa bebri wo hoya papa kana Japan de mana mean to me yeah mean to me fan to yes and papa kana Japan so tu ne fu bebri and bra Abronye ne ho kire na party mu wa no ya papa kana Japan na sorry say no Abronye yobi a okasama party okun ne homa party enti party no hwe na omwa na ne say contract mpu na omode be mana omfa ma no na onye sika emfanto no na onhu se MPP party a wakasama party na ma amanfo de na totankuru wam no mfa so sei na wanya no woso we nyina ye clear enti se obi se meboa omra abonte na o me challenge se Frank asema wo kan oboa enti make
Mr. Frank
sa eniema we nyina se de me kan eniema bebre emwa bebre so so koso a ye papa kana Japan de ma Abronye a mintimi nto din e wo ha. Now, proud to the NPP presidential primaries, you know. At the front, Ghana for be brina ne frɛ, omo frɛ me person as hey, na Frank, that ben na Abronye DC best start campaign e dey my papa Kenya Japan. Because now they knew definitely say Abronye DC ni Kenya Japan there.
Say ye hu ye be hu bi.
Yes, ye be hu bi best start campaign. Nti omo ka, me na I know what is going on. Good. But just to calm them down, I told them so they munya botre. It's a matter of time. Munya botre is a matter of time. Sakrafo amutim bekaya omo amofre me no bekaya. The reason ti amantimi am specific example na me kire we ne no. Good. Ye Abronye ote se Abronye ko gina babi e campaign makina Japan. Debi. Mi bisa Ghana fo ne ahwefo amutie me. Ote se Abronye ko gina babi e campaign makina Japan. Ensi. Ye campaign to bono ahafo Bono East na I was part of the team. Yes. Ohun say Abronye di kana Japan achi ye ko the region Abronye nsi ho ye koda sunyan for 3-4 good days Abronye nsi ho da even ye call Abronye constituency Abronye wansi ho but all in all obiara ne choice. Yes. And ahwefo a wutie me de Abronye ye no minim say e ha nipa bebre. And because oka Canada Japan Abronye nie and na obia po nan so dan susu se Abronye de se be ye papa Canada Japan. So obeka ya Abronye ba so man FM on 2 ebe bi say about 200 questions so the say vice president Dr. Agyapong Bawumia mukai e kai pa obeka wiye ase o best start ya campaign to abe expose amanfo boss amia wuku ene amanfo bi mo esi ehwa o hiti kakra onye hiti wie ya pe fon wajo wedum e ba de se no jo ye ensem wo ho ensem bi wo ho a enye mintimi nyina mpie entoma sha adakam nyama hwehwe suma bisa ho se die ntie e call bono region ye papa Kenya Japan nka hwe Kenya Japan wa power region even se wundi na chimpo enye campaign at least upepa ne nan ase upepa ni hotel kurampo ene na ba be din komo apanya nsi ho and ye se bia wansi ho na ye o but odo a ye papa Kenya Japan wo de ma no na otimi yi nu maaye no eno na ye ka ho asem se wa betray no so make what mase good Abronye DC bra ayi ye to abano o ye niema bi because o ye niema bi but mintimi mfa ni nyina ntudwa okay campaigns ahodo a o ye di tie papa Kenya Japan e wo bono region wo hwe vote e papa Kenya Japan nyane bono region a na e wo form wunim die ndia wunim niema e koso bra ye to abano when na okofa no dini si ayi Prague yem de ko vote center okoto aba mi wa sa nipa no na ye senka ye man nto aba oye ni yobi oye titiri pa odini si Prague yam se de be ya wo kura no wadwene ma so nipa no be fro Prague ya odini koto aba oto ma hwan ensem nipa de di wi but yen kansa mi wie First, unim say na Abronye very popular pa.
Very into ebe one one.
And now what is any the
other?
That is it. Because now Abronye popularity na na yekene Japan. Ghana for no mo pe Abronye asemi nyina do na yekene Japan fans and supporters.
Yes.
But the other year can the kwame compare kwa Japan no. And obi afa no ho adwen. Say Abronye krasan you are nobody. Wo kasa bebrebe te say enim se kene Japan. Wo sua no na wudi na namon so no. But eba say yen kan no kra na yen komma nipa wo di bibi ne nam. But nye wo yam de ebi a wo benya firi obi ho nti. Na nka de nti a wo ba abonten se unni fende na nado dan kwa Akufo-Addo ne MPP aban bio. Adenti obi say you Vice President Dr. Agyapong over 200 questions. Okay, so be expose no na all of a sudden what die. Eba na say dey na course dey na see ye. Year to Special Delegate Congress, DNC, year to NPP November 4th Super Delegate Congress, DNC, and some more. So you can say Abronye, a betray Papa in Japan. It is absolute. There are more than evidence. Bono, mimi ya bono for mechiamo pa. But minim say, pe nchirechirimu a mediamba ahwefo ne atiefo a omohwe video no bia no. Betimase. And even get to Abanokra MPP primaries no. Eba pack in Japan. Eche man sika ne niema hodo bebre a ode support no as Bono regional chairman. Even okwa ne Bono regional chairman position no. Eba pack in Japan na sponsor oboano. Yet to MPP primaries. Eba pack in Japan sanso boano.
Afi de ba ne sen.
E na watene. And all in all said the first yenim Abronye no yes na eni ote said the first Abronye ye so popular Abronye kasa otim say yes e domo hwe obi e be pa Abronye ahwe but ene it is a let's try to be very frank to ourselves the baby a me kase se me ba betena ha na mi twa ntro na me kan sema enye nokora me dada me ho o kire bi animdifo ne anyansafo ko hu nokore no a ye beka se okra wonyu bia enu bi na ato Abronye DC no de nyina ye okra mu ha ye nim sem Abronye DC kae ene otimi kasa bio o kando do sen apart from just recently was start here or ye campaign ma ye Vice President Dr. Agyapong but bebre na fi say or ye campaign ma ye Vice President nintia ye say we betray ye papa kena Japan yo no because one Abronye oye Bono regional chairman oye MPP ni mapa enti say ne preferred candidate winnie ye so luzu ye and ye wo ho kwan say oye campaign de ma MPP eno de that one you cannot seize him and you cannot take it away from him so far as ye presidential candidate no eye MPP ni babia said ye say ye obey campaign e dia support the president flag bearer na ye yini no ma MPP aba power. But eno so nkyere se nokura wo ho a ma yenka winim aya na bi mu make comment say oh we are for Kenfo mu against MPP party we are for Kenfo mu MPP party ase mu cancer ma minua ayes of asinanti kuro o ha ne amane aye wo mu no it's not about say MPP for ADA ena others no so no ebre eye nyina na ye ebre yes wa wote wa wo say ye ka ye say MPP party no good senka anopa awia na amanfo efrew esresika epemwa ehia wei a nka wontena ho enka de wo keka no na nka oman no emudwoa na nka de bi o mo de be ha mo adwen me phone wa but niam bi you shouldn't have to expose some people nka just recently no pay ya me po me da sorry the text message ya dia send me amanfo a omuhia moa and very in fact edoso enti se what ho as onom nipa na o request sadden o MPP new o san so kwa delegate o ye delegate me ni ne mpeso aso but adenti ya ne mpeso aso ye wo MP wo ho ye wo ayi MC DC ewo ho ye san so kura wo regional chairman ne constituency chairman ne MPP mpanimfo wo ho adan na wan kan kire o mo na me na o kan kire me and this is not the first time we've been doing it. Day in and out, and no power we are. Until you see, say, we are feeling the heat.
Yes.
Until we are to ho. Obia and can how chiro. Umwa obia. Into betu miya can the opera say, Amamu no a ye, into Yankaya nuntum. But ye na, ye bua mouthful no power we are na jono. How me heat na ebano. And you say yes, yes. Na maintenance na men come anuntum. Nipa so ni issue na ode ba no jani. Yes. Udi wagura nipa no bewu. And say omuano. It is a party in yes and your man money pana, men come anuntum. And now you could gas what we sika wabuno. Ubaka say a moti a bishop botum. Me catch it out. Say a David say be a wonu obite. Now when you nipa ni ya. Ubaka say nipa ya krom for. But obetna say na obaya wo calculation won hye ye no be wi na asisu say pepe. But obetna say unhuru de papa bi a odi sika na ye. Sikana shit. That is to tell you, say, the inflation in this country, is very high. It's very galloping. Yes. Whenever there's high inflation, ukite sika bibri, ukwa enye market webi. So what you say? It is a time we are building a country. A country that ebe favor all of us. A country that ebe ma yenyina ye ho atoye. Even if you look at the UN terms for defining development, they came out and say, if you are telling me, say, you have achieved a higher GDP growth, does it reflect to the pocket of the people? If you are saying, say, the inflation is going down, if you go to market, prices of goods and services are conformana. Oka say, agri sector is growing now. Oka gaswa aduane wo ho, aduane ne bo efo. Say oka say economy no apagani mu economy no enyini a timamufo ne amanfo no omo hotomo into UN ka say development is about we should target the people. Say make wo sore a ubetimi anya aduane adi wasom jo ubetimi anante akoba bia ba pressure bia na wo so or how nim no complain
no just say
and then they friendly development. So what I say, it's not about those data and science, That is why I used to challenge some of the politicians that use the Western world, and they deceive we the Africans. Because if your GDP is growing, it means your country is developing. If you have inflation, if your inflation is going down, though these are the economic indicators. But let me tell you frankly, go to the advanced countries and see. Check their GDP and their debt to GDP ratio. Some, even Japan. Who better like actually Japan, so what developers in Japan? One of the most developed countries in the world, Japan. Their debt to GDP is around 240, 230%. That's their debt to GDP. Go to just UK. Ask for their debt to GDP. US, where IMF and the World Bank is located. Ask them their debt to GDP. And then I won't catch them say they should go to IMF. Now I'm one more deadline. Say oh debt to GDP hit 70%. You supposed to go to IMF. Meanwhile, their debt to GDP is over 100%. Why don't they go to IMF? They are all part of the IMF. Do you know how they go to IMF? What is those advanced countries acquire IMF da? What is France acquire IMF da? Germany, what is acquire IMF da? What is Italy, Spain, acquire IMF da? But they are operating it. IMF is headed by European, and then the World Bank is headed by Americans. They are controlling the world. They are the advanced countries. They are manipulating everything. Africa. When are we going to learn? We've studied and known all these things. Said these are the fundamentals and the bias of the IMF just to put pressure on Africans. Said meanwhile, we have all the resources. Yes. The whole world. World resources, about 70% is in Africa. And Ghana, every resources that we are is in Ghana. Yes. We've not discovered. Yes. Why are we always under pressure? If you study theories for development and then the underdevelopment, even the white, almost rare. Obviously, upon all the resources that we have,
still
the poverty rate in Africa is more than 70%. Why? We are always under pressure. We have a fertile land. Why don't we go into agric? In Ghana, there is a boy a chibai, agric. Me say edamu in chances so fa ade to ho ebe fifiri ayeye. Ka kwanu biade mfichire biade ebe fifiri ayeye. And we've been given the fundamentals. If you study the Maslow theory of needs, the most important thing is food.
yes.
And Yakopo my fertile land. Why don't we start by agriculture? Operation Feed Yourself. Obiam produce aduane. If you read the history of China was your favorite food here, rice. China for now they were vulnerable like us. Into what they adopted cultural revolution. Is the same as the import substitution industrialization. But before they began that, they realized said no, aduane is the most important thing. And aduane omo pepper ye mo. It is also don't put us when aduane dia. You are good to go.
Good to go.
And they make sure say China need be every household be no ye enya more. And omo take vast land to ho. So omo di dua emo. Enti omo anya hwe kura no. Omo aduane de omo mo de ombenya di. So they close themselves from the world market. Chairman Mao Zedong and the Chairman Mao Zedong, China. And na nkakran just 2000 and China be join the World Trade Organization. That time no na omo establish omo ho awie from 1949 to 2000. No omo bedu omo ho awie. To omo ya no omo starting no omo to omo product no omo aye no edugu system. Do we ha baby to for ba bia China. Mebo ade bia ya China. They dominated the whole world. And as we are speaking, they are the most powerful country in the world.
Yes.
You heard the two countries, America and then the China.
Yeah.
So you see GDP, America is leading. But even 2024, China is going to lead the world. And you see index power, purchasing power parity. That is the rare one.
Yes.
Your GDP and then the purchasing power parity. You can purchasing power parity now. That is the rare one. So be a ukita sika 2 cedis and then it meet on so about 2 way.
Okay.
That is it. And I know China is leading America when in terms of the purchasing power parity. Look at where they started and look at where they are now. Why don't we Ghana do the same thing? Your population, you're saying.
Yeah.
We have every resources in this country. Why can't we block all these international organizations? Depend on China, block them.
Yes.
You dare not to import anything. And almost some more export BBR until said they realize that yes, we are done. Then they release their product. It is school now. We have the political science lecturers in this country, professors, emeritus, whatsoever. Why don't we sit the politicians down? Tell them the truth. This is what they should go about. Recently now they were talking about say restriction be about some import commodities. They were talking about it. I'll deal with that in our next interview. Oh. It's a very broad topic. Right. It's the same as the import substitution industrialization. Oh, okay. But the procedure the country was using, professors and doctors or my so if you want to adopt import substitution industrialization, where should we start? Even we have what you call comparative politics. We have some countries who have adopted the same thing and have succeeded. Yes. Why don't we go and learn how they started it and bring it here? Then you can pick some element, maybe their culture and other element does not favor you. Maybe then time their strength and other technological system you do not have, so you just adapt and fix into your system. There we go. So there are a whole lot of things, and I think is that we are going to teach the real politics, and I want to assure everybody that we do not hate MPP. Me, I am a strong MPP man.
Yes,
I am MPP man, and I believe in an MPP. MPP is the only political party that will lead Ghana into the prosperous land. But just that the current MPP leadership has been the worst so far. The current MPP leadership has been the worst. And we must call a spade a spade. Yes. We must say the truth. Say the bear. We will realize to ourselves, and then the next leadership will take an experience from it. What is President J. Kufuor? Why can't President J. Kufuor speak? One of the most intelligent ex-president. Look at the governance of President J. Kufuor. Unprecedented, superb.
Yes.
But ene ontimi nkasa wa kana no atum. Yes, ontimi nkasa. He said it. O kasa kire ye yantie. Te said the panyini wo kwaya ade na panyini atufo. Na wamfa. And problem no be we are what do you expect the panyini to do? Obetena ba bi akura na wagege dem na ohwel. Tufu antie e na ma onwam atikopo. President J. Kufuor 2 years style bi yantie. Etienne aboye so a we must speak the truth. Yes. The current NPP leadership is not helping the party. So helping the party. Look at what is happening in the party. Even I am afraid. Yes. Even the NPP parliamentary primaries. So even those themselves and revenue say Gideon Boakone Frima Opare. Even the vice president should have come in. Gideon, you are my spokesperson. Honorable Frima Opare has been MP for long. And then she's also a minister, very reputable. We must encourage women in politics. So for now,
Frida Prempe,
Frima Opare, Honorable Frima, Frida Prempe, Frida Prempe, sorry. Oh, no problem. Frida Prempe, sorry. You sit them down. Honorable Gideon, dog, you are my spokesperson. Just calm down. We are all one team. So if it comes that way, it is going to break down the party. So support Honorable Frima and Frida Prempe. Then after her exit, you are good to go. Yes. Then you start learning from her. Yes. That would be the very best. Fantastic. So what you say? Yes. Said you almost told man. And Honorable Frida Prempe has made several allegations. Even 2020, Gideon Boako cry campaign sabotage. So what you say? In your Hong Kong, there are several areas that MPs, seat, acquire. And one thing in politics is there's evil in politics. The wicked in politics is very dangerous. I'm telling you. Why political science? Read about Machiavelli. So Machiavelli, people describe him as an evil philosopher. He taught evil in politics. I would say even they are taught to say, it doesn't matter. The only thing is the power. But later he advised us, sir, I would DNA near my bonnie or ye dear winnie power no. A ni person or de barber, or ye tea any partners will be winnie power no. And for so ben obenya. Because you are aiming, say, over money pan who are tono. It is the ukum ni pana say ni panu we are. So Machiavelli, who taught the evil in politics, advised politicians to be righteous. Yes. So what you are saying? And the politics that we are doing, we are MPP, but we must speak the truth. That is why I have in Agyapong again grounds for the grassroots. When I in Agyapong started, the same people stood up against him, say, oh, was a party. But see, a almost a party, the current leadership of MPP. They are destroying the party. It is so far so good. Abronye this me penasem pa. Yeah, me penasem pa. Yeah, but no krena media mano. Yeah, he has really betrayed your papa in Japan. Absolutely. And he is aware. Until when he didn't know, then I had the crown on one person he has had a guilty conscience. The guilty conscience for. Now say he is not popular as before. Yes. Would have your should make the judgment for themselves. Yeah.
I mean, okay, so papa, if you send some say one, I will bet me ama minchire pa. But there was so saw the evidences about for so who sampa. You cannot cry we are for Ken TV. Yeah. I mean, you okay say. Mate. It was for we are for Ken TV and when you go so yeah, we share send it na say you can say you Abronye e betray e papa honorable compare ko hine Agyapong bebrenya ne honte ase na I has also there. I actually say the no correct never by any Mr. Frank Adani. Eba ne papa compare ko ho nsema ono na betimi ama authentic news. E ho evidences and I hear the ato screens ne so a mo ho say na ye kan no sa pepepe mesra wo se won subscribe your channel na wo be mi subscribe button no wa subscribe na wa share link den so e de amayen wo ye ne sa so na wa koye ne sa so e wo your sister station na your friend say Kings Jay-Z TV e wo USA me chia wo mo papa na ye ne ji se me wo ho ene say Lead International School e wo ho no ma all train se wo do ba beba na watete no no wetimi abe panyini pa wo hwehwe Lead International School a wo be hu e wo pokwase amam from ya papa kompre ko ohene Agyapong ne wo fase fo school no wo pese wo ne mpanifo kasa na wo hu nhwehwe ya e wo ho a frɛ 0246928031 na wo ne mpanifo enye nhwehwe saa so na contractors nso wo ya kache a won wo si adan ya kwan ne ma biara wo pese wo ba behwe no mo ye ma dream house nso so timi be mu no wo frɛ numbers na egu screens na anima o mo be ba no ma ye wasede nso ama Thailand fabrications plasterboard pavements ni nyina ye ewo ya kache nti ahoma na efata sa wo frɛ na wo ne mpanifo eye nhwehwe asida enko enfama me executive producers Mr. Abrefajan, Mr. Frank Adani, producer Ogina ne naso hwe say camera be rolling Mr. Eric Ansa nyame hwamo edi ba kope e na meje so make Messi Adamu nyina amase e mammo ne hwe makram.
The foundation of every kid's education is important to every parent. That is why Lead International School is here to give your kids a solid foundation. The school that cares about its environment and seeks to transform it is one that cares about the education and well-being of its kids. The school has a playing ground, a bus to convey the kids in and out of school, as well as a well-furnished facilities and resources to groom the kids to future leaders. Not forgetting the well-learned teachers that are patient with the kids to ensure understanding is easy. They are located at Amanfrom off the Pokwasi Amasaman Road. For more information, call 0246 928 031 or 0246 098 067. Be part of a school that leads, learns, evolves, acts, and develops through sound education. Lead International School, the next leaders.